It's been a long time coming from the SC, South Carolina, baby. Sometimes it feels like the world is against me, cause I'm coming from SC, from heartache and pain, struggle and strain, trying to maintain for the SC. So mama, don't worry, I'ma make my dreams happen.
Hi guys, welcome back to the TheNailJeanieSC. How are you? I hope you are well and your family is doing well. Do me a favor, if you don't mind, if this is your first time visiting the channel, consider subscribing. And if you've been here with me and are returning, I would like to welcome you back. Go ahead and hit that like button for me, guys. It helps out the channel a great deal and help pushes our content out to many more amazing subscribers such as yourself. So guys, getting into today's video, we are going to be removing this set. And of course you can tell this video is a little old because this is her Christmas set. And I think this is a 4-week-old set. Because, you know, the new year came in, Christmas ended, a lot of stuff was going on. And this is my cousin. And this is my cousin who just lost her father. So, a lot of stuff was going on around that time, so she wasn't able to come like she regularly do, which is very understandable. But we have since changed her nails twice after this. So I did, you know, go do her nails for the service, for her father's service. I wanted her to feel pretty. I wanted her to, you know, I just wanted to take away, I couldn't take her pain away, but I just wanted to help her have some comfort, if that makes sense. Help her to, you know, at least have some normalcy of how her life is always, you know, and I'll never be able to do that, you know, take any of her pain away. But I will always be here to support her as much as I can, because this is my cousin and I love her, and that was my uncle and I loved him too. So I want to thank all of you guys who sent prayers, condolences to my family during this time. I did pass all of that love on to my family, and they thank you so much for your love and your compassion and your condolences to their family during their time of loss and bereavement. We have already had his homegoing service. That was this past Monday. And so, yeah, he's resting. He's resting in peace now. And we, as a family, learn how to move on without him. Alright, guys. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys her session. I'm not going to do a lot of talking because it's very self-explanatory. If there's any questions or concerns that you may have, please leave them in the comment section below, and I will try my best to answer them the best I can. I will come back in periodically if I feel the need to share something with you guys. But right now, I'm just going to start the service with the simple prep that you should always do, and that's pushing back the cuticle areas to expose that new growth to the nails and get the old dead cuticle off the nails. Okay, so I want to expose the new growth and I want to remove the dead cuticle. So I'm going to just push back all of her cuticles, and I'm going to do this on both hands. And then I'm going to go ahead and start removing the old design from her nails using the Savvyland dust drill that I received, that I purchased. Look at me, I can't even talk, guys. That I purchased, and I really like this drill. I think it's a 40,000 RPM drill, and I've never had a 40,000 RPM drill. So I really like this drill. It has some power to it. So I'm going to be using that as well to remove the design. And yeah, I'm going to let you guys enjoy that. And I kind of sped this. I think I left everything in real time, guys. That way you could kind of see the service. But I don't believe I left the filing and shaping in. And I did run out of storage on my camera when I was recording this set. So you won't get all of the design, but you'll get the start of the design. Okay? Alright, guys. So enjoy. guys, I thought I'll pop back in here. As you see, I had to remove the pointer finger because I thought I was seeing something underneath the nail plate. So I wanted to remove the product to make sure everything was good. Her nail plate was clean and I didn't have nothing going on under that nail. So sometimes you see some things happening in the nail and you just want to be sure. And for me, with my clients, I like to be sure because one of my clients, you guys know her already. She my client who suffers from the greenies happening because she keep her hands in and out of moisture, and the moisture get trapped between the enhancement and her nail. So I had to remove all her enhancements, and actually we started the process of allowing her nails to grow out with the greenie, not doing any type of enhancements or add-ons or anything like that. I will hopefully share a video with you guys in her upcoming appointment. But of course, I like to make sure I check the client nail. If I start to see something that's kind of questionable, I'll just let them know I'm going to file the product down and we're just going to start fresh with that nail. So that's what we're going to do here. I'm going to just put a whole nother tip on, and we're going to start again with that pointer finger. She just had a fresh new set done the beginning of the year. So usually with this client, I don't have to fully do a full removal, but I like to do it I'm going to say every 3 to 6 months, because it really just depends. Most of the time I have to take down a nail at a time or a couple of nails in the appointment, but to do a full soak off, I've not had to do many full soak offs with her, but only twice a year, which is great because her nails look good underneath and strong and healthy and no issues, no problems. But every client is never the same. Always make sure you pay attention to what's going on underneath your client's nails, because the top portion is the enhancement, but underneath the nails you start to see their natural nail, and what's going on with the natural nail is what's important. And most of the time, if your client is suffering from a greenie, which is not a fungus, it's a greenie. It's called I can't think of the name. I need to pull out the books again. But when your client is suffering with a greenie, you can kind of start to see it, especially when it's starting to get really bad. You can see it through the product. And most of the time, as it get real bad, the enhancement will come off. It will separate from the natural nail and then the enhancement because of the moisture buildup and the greenie that has formed underneath. So a lot of times you can see that process happening if you're paying attention. Make sure you always paying attention to your client's nails. It's not just the enhancements, but their natural growth of their nails. That's the most important, because that's what our profession tells us to do. We are here to take care of the client's hands and feet as a nail tech. And we got to make sure that our clients' nail beds are very healthy. Not just doing an enhancement for money, but making sure that enhancement that we're doing is proper for that client. I'm going to say that. Because when I started with my cousin here, we had to decide we started with acrylics. And acrylics did not hold up. They always caused her nails to break. And I feel like the enhancement for that, her nails were just extremely too hard once it started to fully cure. And I've told you guys over time, if you pay attention throughout the times when I was giving you all lessons, it takes up to 48 hours for the enhancement to properly harden and cure into place. And then the nails are just like, I mean, they good to go. You can tap, you can do whatever, right? So every time she would come back every 2 weeks, I noticed we got to replace a nail, or a nail broke, or the nail broke into the quick. And so I was like, you know what? I got to do something different, because I can't keep allowing her to harm her natural nails while wearing the enhancements. So I said, let's go to hard gel. And she said, okay, we could try that. So we went to hard gel for a little while, and it worked pretty good. Her nails grew tremendously fast. And then all of a sudden, I was like, you know what? I think you'll be good with a polygel enhancement. And we've been doing polygel ever since. So I think she's been doing polygel for 2 full years. And her nails are healthy, strong, and we don't ever have any issues. When we do the takedown, her nails are healthy and strong underneath. And we don't have any issues with, starting again, starting fresh. None of that. So I like to assess the client. Now, my other client that is suffering from greenie, and I actually have I have 6 clients. 2 of them have been with me. 3 of them, meaning my mother-in-law, but I only do her feet, have been with me since the beginning of my journey. And 2 of them start coming to me last year. So my other client who suffered from the greenies, we decided to remove her enhancements altogether, because we had started with dip powder. Dip powder wasn't working. We went to hard gel. I mean, these things would work for a little while, and then they're no longer serving the purpose, right? And so we went to hard gel. Hard gel worked for a little while. Then hard gel wasn't working anymore. Then we went to polygel. Polygel did good for a while. I know at least for a year, polygel was doing great. And then all of a sudden, the polygel wasn't working anymore. So I did try the Gel-X method. That did not work well for her hands, because she keep her hands in water. And because she always cleaning and doing stuff. And I understand, I'm a mother myself. And when you have children, trying to keep germs out the house, it requires you to do a lot of cleaning. And so lately we was doing acrylic overlay on her natural nail, because her natural nails grow so fast. Both my clients, their natural nails just grow. And so I said, well, let's try doing the overlay. Overlay worked for just a little while, and then all of a sudden the greenies are back. So I said, you know what? Let's just stop with the enhancements for a while. Let's grow these greenies out. Let's stick to a manicure with 1 coat of polish and a design if you want. But let's just see what your natural nails will do without any kind of enhancement on top of it. And she was like, yeah, I'm with that ideal. I can do that. A lot of times I like to educate my clients and talk to them. I don't like to just go off whatever. It's so easy to, as a nail tech, to just let someone sit in your chair and pay you good money to do the job that you are required to do. And a lot of times for me, I'd rather take the lesser end of the money and keep their natural nails healthy, than to push on to my clients something just because I want a bigger payout at the end of the service, if that makes sense. So for her, she's a loyal client, been coming to me for 3 years, and I just want what's best for her nails. So making that suggestion for her works out for her. So, and for this client, she loves her nails. She takes care of her nails. We don't have many issues with her nails. And she's a loyal client. So, it's just, every client, you have to treat them differently. All your clients are not going to be the same. And that's just the moral of the story. both of my clients are very dedicated, and I love them more than anything. And I would do anything for them, and they would do anything for me. But I also always educate them, let them know the nail health, their nail health is more important to me than anything else. And I want to make sure that natural nail is healthy before we do anything else. And so that's where we at with that, with my second client, which she'll be here coming this weekend, and I'm hoping to be able to record so I can kind of show you guys what processes and what stage we at. But for this set, I've already attached a new nail tip to the nail, filed it, shaped it, trimmed it down so it can be at the same length as all the rest of the nails. And now I'm going in with my my no lift primer, which is a bonder. But I love this stuff. I mean, it works especially for this client. It works. And so, and it works for my other two younger teenage clients, which they do acrylics. So it works. And then I go in with the Young Nails Protein Bun. And with Scent, my client here, I only do one pass on her nails with the No Lift Primer and one pass with the Young Nails Protein Bun. Only because I know that works. Now, when I'm doing just my clients with acrylic, I do 2 passes of the No Lift Primer and 1 pass of the Protein Bun, because that works. Okay? So like I said, I guess I keep saying it over and over, but every client is different. If you are a new nail tech beginning out, don't be so hard on yourself. If what you're trying with one client works and what you try with another client does not work, don't be too hard on yourself, guys. Just over time you'll learn each client and their nail pattern and what they can handle and what they can't handle, what is good for them and what is not good for them. And you have to keep, over time, when that become your client, you'll know what is good for them and what's not good for them. But you can't beat yourself up, okay? So if it's not working, our job is to figure out what is working and keep trying. And when I started, all my clients always knew how many years I was in the game or how long I've been doing nails, whether it was 3 months, 3 years, whatever the case may be. I always let them know, hey, this is where we're at. And I don't claim to know everything. And I tell them I don't know everything, but I will research to find it out. But until I do that, let's try this. And a lot of things I find to do is when I get a new product, I like to test it on me first. I test it on myself first and try to wear it a couple weeks to see how it's doing before I introduce it to my clients. Only simply because if it don't work good on me or I have an issue with it, then most likely they probably going to have an issue with it. But not always. So I still like to test the product on myself first. So that's what I do. And sometimes my daughter, I don't let her be the tester of like gels and things, but I will let her be a new tester for any type of protein bun or a primer that I'm using to do her nails, just to see how long they hold up. Because she's a teenager, and teenagers do everything with their nails. So she's a good tester as well, so I like to do that with her as well. So now with Scent, I'm going in with this base coat. And it's the Manicure base coat. And it's just a regular base coat. I'm going in and I'm just filling in the exposed areas of the nail, which is, where the new growth is at, where we need to fill in. And then, of course, I'm covering the entire pointer finger because we are starting over with that nail. And as you guys know, base is another form of a bonder, and you definitely want to make sure you put that there because gel sticks to gel. So that polygel will hold firm to the nail with that base coat down on the exposed area. So I'm going in, I'm doing that. She's going to put her hand in the light, and then we're going to start the fill application. So I'm using a Modelones polygel brush, and I think it's a number 10. And I wear these little brushes out. And the reason why I use these brushes is because they're not great for acrylic, but they're awesome for polygel. And so when I get these little off-brand brushes that I know are not any good for acrylic, I like to keep them and use them just for my polygel application. They work very well for that. So that's how we do that. So if you ever run into, how we love to, shop around and we find an acrylic brush at an affordable price, but once we get it at home and we start working with it, we figure out this is not good. It's not good for acrylic. Turn that brush into a brush you use for polygel if you are a polygel tech. And you'll find that it works much, much better, and the application applies very smooth and very quickly. I know when I was first using the polygel brushes that come with the polygel kit, those did not work for me. I couldn't stand polygel. It turned me off of polygel because everything seemed to be sticky. Excuse me, guys. But now that I have been using an acrylic brush and, working with my client every 2 weeks, it moves pretty fast. Like I can do at least 2 fingers at a time and get it done. So I like that, that I can do that. And we can kind of move through the application process so we can spend time with the nail art. Alright guys, so I'm going to let you guys enjoy this feel. And if you have any questions for me in the comment section, please leave that for me. And let me know if you guys, if there is a nail tech that watch my channel, have you ever experienced greenies with your clients? And tell me what you did in order to work that out. Maybe you could help me with my client. And if you are a nail enthusiast and you've ever experienced greenies with a person that you do nails on, or even yourself, tell me how that worked out for you, and tell me what the remedy was, or how did you remedy how did you remedy the situation? Okay, so let me know that. All right guys, I'll be back. Enjoy. Alright guys, so we're back after doing the filing, the shaping, the buffing, and the cleaning. And this is the design we're going for. Of course, we don't have the stiletto tips, but we're going to try to do this design on her nails with the square tips. And this is from Fedra Rain, I believe, off of I think I found this picture on Pinterest, but I'm not sure where she is at. So on Pinterest, this is who I found to recreate the set. So I'm going to recreate the set using another different shade of blue. But we're going to I really like the set for the shade of blue. The design itself, it was very simple, very cute. And I wanted to keep my cousin, if you guys have been following us, my cousin, she just very classy, keep it simple, keep it cute type girl. She not for all of that other stuff or all that extra stuff. She like things a certain way, and I have to always remember that. So I always try to, if she don't bring me something, I always try to find something for her that I think she'll like, and I always ask her before we do it. And sometimes she'd be like, well, yeah, let's try it. And then sometimes I could kind of look at her and be like, nah, we're not trying it because you don't like it. But this is when you get to know your clients. You know, even though she's my cousin, it's different from me knowing my cousin from me knowing my client, if that makes sense. Like, I know her as my cousin, but when it comes to her style or what she like, I have to understand her as my client. So I'm glad that we have built that relationship, built that friendship, built that bond between one another. And yeah, I know her. I can tell it in her face. Me and her laugh about it all the time. We were just sitting at her mom's, during the time we was dealing with the bereavement and everything. And just to get her to smile, we had to talk about our nail stories. And they was like, keep her nails done. Jeannie be doing her thing on them nails. And I said, oh, but I know when she don't like something. You don't get that clackety clack, clack, clack. I said, when she don't like something I do, before she even pulled out the parking lot, she already sending me the new set. And you better believe she coming. Within that week, the next following week, or in them 2 weeks, she gonna be in the seat. Like, I know my cousin, so it be so funny because she'll bust out laughing. She be like, I don't be doing you like that. I'm like, yeah, you be doing me like that, but it's okay. Cause you lose. I said, we fail at some things and we succeed at others, but we haven't had too many failed attempts. I can tell you that. A lot of the attempts have been very successful, and she get lots and lots of compliments. And that's the one thing she loves. When she gets some compliments, that's her thing right there. So I'm just thankful that God blessed me with her as a client, and just brought us back together even as cousins, because it had been a while since we had seen each other. So me getting into nails and her loving to do nails, my cousin drive almost 30 to 45 minutes to come see me. And so that's dedication. That's dedication. So I love it. But all right, guys, I'm going to start with the nail art portion. I do apologize in advance, guys. You won't get all of the nail art. I mean, you're just going to really just get the layers of polish, and then it's going to jump to the design itself. My camera died on me. I do apologize. I probably should have cut some of the application part out. But let me know in the comment section if you're still here with me. Let me know in the comment section, would you like more of the nail art, less the application, or more application, less nail art? Let me know, and that'll help me when I'm filming with my clients what you guys want to see. Okay? Alright, guys, I will see you all in my next video. I want to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me over on all of my socials at TheNailJeanieSC, and I will see you all in my next video. Thank you again, guys, for all of your love and your prayers and your support. My family appreciate it so much. Again, thank you, and I will catch you guys later. The deuces are flying in the air. You already know what time it is. Poof. The Nail Genie. She's out.